Alright lads and ladies, this is Sean here from AKM LFC. I don't know whether Adam has gone into any detail as to my situation, but I've kind of been keeping a low profile. The reason for that is I have dogs that bark. No, I'm joking. I have a really bad back. I've had this since 2019 and I re-injured it on the Tuesday, the day before having an MRI on it. So I'm in to speak to a surgeon at the end of May, and we go from there. We'll see how it goes, but I'm in quite a lot of discomfort and pain, so you'll excuse the state of me. Very difficult to sleep on it. But yeah, this video, I wanted to kind of dispel the myth that this season has been a poor season, and you know, a lot of rival fans are being very salty. You know, even pundits are being very salty, and it's quite comical when you see, you know, what they're coming out with. Oh, the injuries that Arsenal have, and you know, this is a transition period for Man City, like as if we didn't ever have a transition period, like as if we didn't have, you know, injury problems over the last number of years. But it's utter bullshit, and I've got the facts and figures and I'll read them out to you. So as of Friday, Liverpool are currently 79 points, 33 games played. They have a game in hand over Arsenal, who are 12 points behind with 67 points. Now, bear in mind, Liverpool, the maximum amount of points that they can pick up is 91 points, which is amazing. Whether they do that or not is irrelevant. If they get the 1 point against Spurs, I'm as happy as a pig in shite. I couldn't care less what they do after that. They could lose every single game and I'd still be delighted. I'd still be happy with the players. So yeah, Arsenal are 12 points behind. You've got Man City that supposedly are in transition. They've played 34 games. They're 6 points behind Arsenal, 61 points. So they have made a comeback from being outside the top four, and they're in the running. You've got Nottingham Forest, who have had a superb season. They're 1 point behind City, and they have a game in hand. They have 33 games played, and they're 60 points. Again, they have had an absolutely amazing season. Really have. In fifth place, you've got Newcastle United. Obviously, they won the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. They're 1 point behind Forest. They've played the same amount of games, 33 games, and 59 points. Chelsea are in sixth place, 2 points behind Newcastle. Again, they played 33 games and 57 points. Aston Villa, I think, have played extremely well. They're level on points with Chelsea, but Chelsea have a game in hand. Again, Villa have 57 points. So it's extremely close between second and seventh. Now, where else would you get that? That to me is an exciting league. You could see Forest come up to, you know, second place. You could see Man City, you know, after the bad run that they've had outside the top four for the majority of the season. They could make second. You know, it has been very exciting. Now, the amount of goals that has been scored this season so far is 985 goals. That's 2.97 goals per game, per match. So you're bound to get something. Now, I mean, the record, I think, was at the 23-24 season, a record of 1,246 goals were scored. That's incredible, you know, but you're not always guaranteed that. And the closer these games are, the less goals are going to be scored. So I mean, it makes for an exciting season. Top goal scorers: Mo Salah, 33 played, 27 goals. An absolutely amazing season. Ballon d'Or, performance. Top assists: this guy was accused of being a selfish player. Again, Mohamed Salah, 33 games played, 18 assists. He's in there in the thick of it. So that really dispels all of the bullshit, all of the crap that comes out of the rival fans, comes out of Rio Ferdinand, Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Paul Merson, all of these, YouTubers from rival clubs saying, well, we're not really bothered about this season. We're not really this. We're not really that. Look, Liverpool are going to win the league. They're going to win number 20. And there's no getting away from the fact that, look, Manchester United have had one of the worst seasons in their history. Spurs, the exact same thing. But do you know what? That's your tough shit. That's completely up to you. We can only face the teams that we're up against. And at the end of the day, we're going to win. We're going to win number 20. When you win it, you win it. And you win it because you deserve it. That's not an easy league to win. We played some excellent football. There were times that we didn't play all that well, but we still got a goal. Man United were doing that in the fucking 90s. We're scoring last minute fucking wins, and no one battered a fucking eyelid about that. No one said, well, that was a poor season. No one said, well, you were lucky. No one said anything about their season. They just said, oh, well done, Sir Alex with another trophy or whatever. Liverpool 110% deserve to win this league. It's been a fantastic league in terms of how close it's been between second and even seventh. And how it's kind of chopped and changed, how Man City have, come up. Now, look, they're cheating bastards, but still, to see Forest up there in the thick of things, to see Newcastle win, the first trophy at our expense, but to win their first trophy in 70 years, you want a bit of that. You don't want it like the fucking SPL where it's between fucking, Celtic and Rangers. You want a bit of spice, and that's what you're getting. And so that's all I have to say about it, guys. Don't be listening to the bullshit artists, the rival fans that say that this league doesn't mean anything or doesn't mean anything to them now. They're sore losers. It's very easy to say that now when they're, not in the run of things. I doubt that if Arsenal somehow find themselves in a Champions League final and somehow win it, I doubt that they will say anything about how poor the quality of their season has been or how poor the quality of the Premier League has been. In terms of, how well we were doing until we met PSG, we were unbeaten up until, facing PSG. PSG were a much better team in the, the last the first two legs. So there's not really much else to say on it, guys. I stand wholeheartedly for Arne Slot. I think he's a tactical genius. He bloody left Roy Keane's mouth open like, what? Like, when he had all their tactics just out like that. So, tactically, he's been very, very good. Of course, we've had some games where we haven't played well. There are some times where, the style of play kind of dictates to, I suppose, the atmosphere. and maybe we haven't started a game well, but we've come back in the second half and you know, made our mark. So on to number 20. Whether I have a bad leg or back, I'll be celebrating. Whether I do further damage to it, I don't know. But, you know, roll on the end of May. I'm going to be there and I just cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. I don't have tickets to the game, but I will be in the Sandon. So for anyone that's in the Sandon that wants to meet up or whatever, have a pint. Don't advise the pint of Guinness. They don't know how to fucking pour a pint of Guinness. So we'll go with the Madry or whatever. But anyone that wants to meet up can do. And then on the Monday, I will be at the parade. I'm going to be meeting up with Adam and whoever else that wants to meet up. And we'll have our own little banners. I'm just looking forward to this because, you know, when we last won it, we couldn't celebrate it. I would have done anything to have just been there, celebrate with Liverpool, my fellow Liverpool fans and supporters. Whether you're local or whether you're a global fan, makes no difference. We still have the same passion, still the same love, and it would have been amazing if we could have celebrated during the COVID, but unfortunately we couldn't. Now is the opportunity. And, you know, it's really important, obviously, in the summer that we build on that and that we make a real good attempt to retain our title next season. Because I don't want anyone to be, well, nobody can go on about, well, we're the next Leicester or we're the next fucking Blackburn. Because that's all gone. That's all done with. Because we've shown, you know, that we can win trophies, and we've shown that this is, well, our second league in a couple of years. So we've all proved that wrong. And that's another myth gone. So that's all I have to say about it. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday, whether there's going to be AKM live. I hope there is, because if we get a draw or a win, I'll be fucking delighted. Oh, man. Come on, the pool.